Silver Lion grinders and premium shoppers. This video is going to contain the best way with the best vehicles to grind those oh so glorious Silver Lions, along with some tips and tricks to enhance your earnings. Today is going to be a data enhanced video, not only for Silver Lions, but research points as well, all without you spending a dime because, well, I did it for you. We're going to be looking at premium planes, premium helicopters, and naval. Also, if you already have one of those vehicles, I'm going to show you how to maximize your Silver Lion return based on time spent playing later in the video. All of the data collected is from 10 straight games. I did not pick and choose the best games. I did and throw them in because that's just not accurate. 10 straight games, good or bad, to be honest. Some of them were pretty bad, but I'll be giving you pros and cons, in my opinion, of course, of which one, while I show you the data on the screen for you to check out. See if this vehicle is worth your hard-earned dollar, euro, or whatever currency you use. And by the way, comment down below what your currency you use and where you're watching from. So the first vehicle we're going to take a look at today is going to be the Su-7 BMK from Russia. The second one we're going to be looking at is the A10A Early from USA's premium tech tree. The third one will be K50. And we're going to be using a different game mode than what you guys are used to. It's really efficient, and I really like this game mode for Silver Lion grinding. And the fourth one is going to be the Z19E in the same game mode, just to show you guys some consistency with different vehicles. That way it's not biased towards one vehicle. And then the fifth one's going to be using naval. This has been proven by many other YouTubers that this is a really good, efficient way for Silver Lion grinding, and I'm going to be showcasing you the Zheleznyakov. So I know this video is a little bit longer than most, but I'll be posting timelines of each vehicle. You can pick and choose which one you guys want to go to. So the Su-7 BMK, in my opinion, is probably one of my favorites to grind. I grinded pretty much the entire Russian air tree with it. It's really good efficiency. When it first came out, you had an air spawn. Now that they have taken away the air spawn for it, I still find it a decent SL grinder. It's not as good as it used to be, but using typically an airplane or an aircraft that is going to be up tiered, and if you're up tiered, it doesn't get flares, it doesn't get anything like that. What it does get is speed. It gets speed. It's a decent rate fighter. It's not necessarily the greatest. It has a lot of compression at high speeds, and you need your speed to be able to get away from the enemy aircraft. Here's some footage of the Su-7 BMK. Basically, with this plane, I rarely go for player kills just because of the fact that it's not going to benefit me much. You get rewards based off of time played in game. Honestly, ground units are a really good way for SL because you get a lot of RP and you get a lot of SL for very minimal effort. Versus if I was just trying to go for kills, it's a lot of effort for not as much of a gain as I would be if I were just to focus ground units. Now, when you do this, there is an issue with having to constantly be defensive towards an enemy aircraft, but other than that, I feel like having a general sense of awareness around you, I think that you'll be fine. It does get a ballistics computer for guns and your bombs. You're still going to have to worry about the AV-8s. You're going to have to worry about the A-10s. You're going to have to worry about the MiG-21Ss because typically you're going to be up tiered into that general area, and at least from what I've seen with the 10 games that I played, 4 times out of the 10 I played, and the 6 times I was at least up tiered by 1 battle rating. So for video length, I'm going to give you my average of the high and the average low. Number 1 being the low, I averaged around 20,000 SL and 7,500 RP. The second battle was my highest average. I went a little bit below and a little bit above that, right around 50,000 SL and 16,000 RP. And now the good old A10A Early, and honestly, I don't really like playing this in ARB, but I still think it's a good efficient SL grinder. I feel like you have to rely too much on your teammates. So if you're in a squadron that you know that you guys can communicate and they can cover you, at least with one having a wingman there to help you fight off any of the fighters. I love the amount of ordnance you can carry for these. It's not that bad because it being a premium, your efficiency level for when you die is really high. So even if you do launch 2,000 pounds or you're able to get like 3 or 4 AI kills before you die, you're still able to make positive SL. It may not be the best time per SL ratio, but I definitely think that it is a really good SL grinder, and it's really good for ground battles. So if you like to play ground battles and you have good tanks, you can run this, and it's a really good CAS, but specifically for SL grinding, getting your RP, the RP gain for this is actually really, really good. So if you're looking to get the F14A, if you're looking to get the F4J, whichever fighter you want, coming up on a lot of new 4th gen fighters coming out. F16 is probably going to be coming out soon. So this would be a really, really good way for you to be able to grind a lot of RP to get a lot of the aircraft, and then having the SU-7 BMK, or just being really good, or just being better than me for that matter. In air battles, it'd be really, really beneficial for you guys to pick this guy up. Obviously, A10, I had to get it pre-ordered. That's what this skin is for. But I think it's still a really good contestant for SL grinding. But I don't think it's going to trump things that I have for you guys, only because of the efficiency level for it. The time spent versus SL gain, that's what we're looking at. And with the A10 being so slow and having the turbo fans, I don't think it's the greatest, but I definitely don't think that you guys should ignore using this, because it is such a fun airplane to fly. You got good teammates, you can make out a lot of SL and RP. So here's the average, the low end to the higher end that I've gotten with the last, with the first 10 games. I think it's really good for ground battles, and I do think it's good with air battles in a sense if you have good teammates, but that's kind of skewed because I'm basing everything off of 10 games, no help, just you, the aircraft, and the enemy. And hopefully you get a good set of teammates that actually carry the game for you as far as killing other enemy players. Now it's on to the big money, guys. This is the game mode that I use all of my big boosters on, and typically I'm gonna use the K50 or the Z19E, and I'm gonna be going over into tournaments and events. You look at events, look at PvE helicopter battles right there. You click take part, and it's just like hitting the ready button to queue up for regular battle, except you're just going to wait for the event to start. Once the event has started, you're gonna wanna take off, take a look at the map, take care of those enemy bases, as well as the AA that protect them. You want to find the cap points. You want to land on those better than me. And once you land on those, wait till the cap point is capped and switched from red to blue. Once you do that, it's been capped and you get the points for the cap. Next, you want to focus on ground units. These are AI, and really you're not battling against players. You're battling against getting to the AI and killing them before the players that you're playing with. This can sometimes cause a little bit of stress, but if you are efficient on your map location, not being too far to the edge, don't chase the bases, because you want to land on the caps, and you want to make sure you get enough AI kills to be able to maximize your points within the game. It's really, really easy. It's really, really relaxing, guys. I really like this. I usually just put on music after a long, hard day at work, or I'm watching my kid, or whatever the case might be. It's really easy, relaxing. Probably not relaxing if you're using a big booster. You want to be able to maximize as much as you possibly can. But if I'm wanting to just chill, relax throughout the day, I usually just play this game mode and then have a couple beers, chill out, relax. Now with a 500% booster, look at that, 495,000 SL, guys. Really good way, really good RP gain as well. And here's a screenshot of the Z19E result as well. It's pretty similar to what the K50 was. And I thought it was kind of interesting about the K50 when I popped a 500% booster, 500% RP booster for the K50. There's actually 6,000 less than the 500% SL booster. Comment down below if you have any thoughts on that, on why that is. A 500% RP booster makes less than a 500% SL booster. I'm not for sure. Let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions or reasons as to why that happened, because I was pretty upset by it. And now we're on to the naval part. It's pretty boring, guys, but once you figure out like the ranging aspect and what you do in a naval battle, it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. This naval ship, the Zheleznyakov, is actually a really, really good boat or ship, whatever you want to call it. And I enjoy it. It's pretty relaxing. And I averaged around, the first 10 games I played with this, I averaged right around 390,000 per 10 games played. Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment down below if you guys want to see anything specific or another video for anything really that you guys want to see. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
With the championship trophy, it's all yours.
Go, 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 go. hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be